Stream on yet?
Start. Oh, it should have. It should be up. I don't know. I can't find it.
I found it, but it's 0 viewers. It's 0 viewers, and it's PSGL F5.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake!
Take it down. Can you rename it, or do you take it down?
I can rename.
Okay. What's that? I'll put it in the chats now. Good evening, all. Good evening. Good evening, Ushin.
Can't even fucking get on it yet. I have no clue how many people are in the stream because I haven't even got it up.
There's a few.
It's 2. Do you really call that a few?
There was a few when I was there. It was you started talking.
Oh, right, chill.
Must be that voice.
Croaky, coughing, yeah.
Smokers cough.
Whoa, hello, chill out. I know I'm northern, but that's a bit far.
Sorry. Smooth boss. Don't hurt me.
Exactly, consider yourself warned.
Whoa. Big man.
What the fuck is everyone?
Well, Tuesday's always a bit of a dead night.
Especially that Jack Tyler phone. That knobhead.
He's a busy man, what I've heard. Out and about.
I hope when I do this intro in a minute, I do not croak.
Yeah, and Ushin's tipping Greenwood for the win. A bold prediction.
Very bold. I'll do my intro if there's 5 people. There's only 3. 4.
Well, once you've done it, you can stop speaking.
Sure. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSGL FP, round number 12 here in Mexico. I was going to say Mexico, but don't sound slightly racist or something.
Viva Mexico.
Today is myself, Leon, and Connor, as per usual. Say hello, Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, good evening all. It's good to be back for round 12 already. You know, the season's just flown by.
It has indeed. Now, so I can save my voice, Connor, if you want to go through the standings, please.
Yep, I will just get through them just a second. I'm sharing a few stream links on the Twitters first, Leon, so can you just let me do that first?
Okay. Just a quick heads up to everyone, I am ill, but still willing to do commentary. If you hear me cough a lot, that's just me, and Connor will be speaking for the majority, I'd say.
Yeah, you get to hear my wonderful voice for, you know, these enjoyable last few races, and maybe even next season. Who knows? So yeah, Leon, the driver's standings with 3 rounds to go and 48 points on the table is Abiadun. Abiadun leads the way on 76 points, and I think I say that every week. So yeah, 76 points for Abiadun. 76 points for Tomo J, but Abiadun's got 1 more win. Tom's got 1 more podium. Little Box is 9 points off from 67 with Jolie Manu. 22 points off on 54 with Flying Throne on 50. So yeah, all within mathematical contention of each other, but you know, it's all to play for. And to us, the lower reaches, I don't care too much about. It's all about Abiadun, Little, and Tom J tonight, Leon, isn't it?
What about Joel? This Tuesday night.
Yeah, 22 points off with 48 on the table. You know, he needs a miracle. He needs divine intervention. And Leon, I'm shocked. Look at the grid. Look at it. It's a full grid.
Wow, that's the first time in a while.
See. And look at that. Greeny LFC is in the house. Greeny, everyone.
Everyone run.
Now, I thought Mark Animonda would be racing, but maybe he isn't.
Yeah, I thought I saw in the chat he was.
Well, perhaps there's been a bit of miscommunication. But
If you want to
anyway,
continue with the constructors.
forget that. So yeah, the constructors. It is team A and A on 121 points ahead of the Conduct team on 98, and team I on 93. So yeah, team A and A is Aberdeen and whoever AMS, isn't it? Aberdeen and AMS.
Yeah.
Then Conduct is Iran and Joel, but they're miles behind, 23 points off. So yeah. Disappointing for them in recent races, especially Joel Manu, who's struggled to perform. But the man is back, and he's in a Force India, a solid midfield car. But the Renault is faster, according to the independent car testing, as the Haas. So,
The Haas is. I don't know how quickly a Haas is, but in real life it's a shitter of a car. So
it's always shit around this legendary Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit.
Speak of the devil, Bugatti's been kicked and Mark's in.
Miss Kim Yoon.
Indeed.
Pass for Renault. Oh, it's a shame because no disrespect to Mark, but Bugatti is showbiz. He's enjoyable to watch, isn't he?
Sometimes.
I think he is all the time.
I like his aggressive tendencies on track. That's one thing.
We all, Leon, don't we all? But yeah, in terms of the cars, we've got Dano and Freddie Wilson in the Merc, Drew Ho and JP in the Ferrari, Jamie and Iran F1 in the Red Bull, Force India for Prague and Joel, Williams for Cliffin Abiadun, Renault for Haig and Fraggle, Toro Rosso for Ash and AMS or Corrupt, Haas for Greeny and Venom, McLaren for Liquor and J Fitex, and Renault, Sauber
oh my God.
and Tom AJ. I was going to say Alfa Romeo, but I was saying Renault for no bizarre reason. But yeah, predictions in the chat. Who's going to win the title? Abiadun, Little Blocks, Tom AJ, or even Giuliano Manu? Who you saying?
I think it'll be Little.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got the bit between his teeth, but I'm going to go for Abiadun. I think Abiadun's just a bit more cooler. He's not as hot-headed as Little Blocks. He's not as passionate, but I think that will get him over the line. So I'm going for Abiadun.
I'm going with Little.
And guys in the chat, let's see who are you going for. So yeah, 18-minute qualifying session around here. The optimal strategy is, in my opinion, the older soft to super soft. But there's two soft strategy is viable. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone does go for the hyper softs. And wet weather, for some bizarre reason, seems to be quite frequent around this circuit. So that could be one to watch, especially if Lickle in a McLaren in wet weather will be very impressive. I think we agree, Leon. Yeah,
the McLaren just seemingly is better in the wet. But Lickle in the wet, he had his own skill, I think.
And in terms of the chat, AMS is tipping Mr. Tuesday Night to win the top. So I'm showing him 22 points off. So it's a bit like Kimi Raikkonen in 2007, an outside chance. Oh my goodness! And it's going to be a Little Box poll. Sorry guys, I'm spoiling it for you. It's going to be a Little Box poll, 100%. What do you think, Leon? 100%.
I don't know.
Box poll.
Yeah, I don't really see anyone else. I'm just looking up and down the grid. Tom AJ perhaps, a slim chance.
Yeah, I think Giuliano Manu in a Force India could get one together. Maybe Ash Best and a Toro or so. You never know, but I think Little Blocks by a few tenths. Yeah, he's just going to thrive. And the McLaren I drove earlier, it was just beautiful to drive. And those S's in the last set, it was a really nice car to drive. Very comfortable to drive.
AMS has asked, do we want the race weather?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Neither do I.
Let's keep it a surprise, like in real life. And David Croft only has a forecast. Oh shit, forecast. We don't know the actual weather. Let's keep it a surprise. And look at Little Box. He's going out on the circuit. This is a man who will be setting blistering times. Maybe I'm hyping up too much, but he's just a safe bet for pole.
Yeah. For the first lap, it is going to be Ash. After his return. What's it been, 3 weeks without Ash after Belgium? Can't remember.
I don't know what excuse he had this time, but it's good that he's back. And Ash Best dramatically won the season 19 a Mexican Grand Prix round here after Louis W crashed on the final lap of the final corner dramatically.
I remember watching that actually. Back in my oh no, 3 days I think.
Yeah, so yeah, Ash Best, you know, this legendary stuff. It's quite, in my opinion, quite a dull stuff, quite boring, but it has got a lot of heritage, a lot of history. As you know, Mexico, you know, legendary drivers such as Sergio Perez.
Sorry for late speaking, I was just focusing on Warren Egg. He said, spoiler, it's wet. He's a genius.
Oh,
I don't know if he's on about qualifying goal the race.
Thank you, Warren Haig. So yeah, through Ashbest, through the Peraltada, oversteer on exit as he begins to start with this legendary Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit. So yeah, Ashbest, what can he do in this Taurus? I miss yellow flags out there already. But yeah, on board with Ashbest, the Lithuanian superstar, tipped to be the next big C, but quite far from that as he comes down the tricky turn one. Have to take a lot of curb and take a very tight line to ensure he can maintain the maximum speed in Ashbest. It's taking it nicely, but the lack of traction, the lack of, you know, let's say, grip from the rear of that Toro car, it's not there. But, you know, he's lacking a bit of straight line speed, but it's not a big deal in the wet conditions. And he brakes again, a very tricky braking zone, very poor from Ashbest there, very timid, and it's a disaster of a lap so far, isn't it? No, it's dreadful. It's
not the best first lap, but it's his first lap, so it's a banker. He's just getting used to the wet conditions.
He is indeed. So yeah, Ashbest through the tricky middle sets now, very easy to corner, very easy to lose the car through turn 7, then through turn 8, oversteering all over the place. Perhaps he's running a very dry setup with 9 ballast, and that's why he's struggling through grip, through turn 11, through the short back straight. It's very short straight, you don't really see much overtaking into the tricky turn 12 corner, have to brake on the curb, and he does indeed, but he messes up, clearly running no ABS. Then this iconic stadium section is beautiful, especially if you win a race. You see like the fireworks, people celebrating, the special podium as well. But you know, it is an F1 game, so perhaps the atmosphere cannot be captured. So yeah, Ashbest through the Peraltada for the first time. What can he do? And it's going to be a 1:31.2 for Ashbest in the Toro Rosso Honda. But you know, I think there's 2 seconds in there easily.
Possibly more. He went off the track a few times. I don't know who else's next on the lap it was.
Lickle blocks. Yeah, good point through the Peraltada again, and he's going to smash Ashbest time. Yeah, smashes it, destroys it, annihilates it, Leon. 2.5 seconds. There you go. The man I tipped for pole is on pole.
Alright, calm yourself. There's been 2 people who've set a lap.
Yeah, but 2.5 seconds.
Aaron.
Stunning. And, oh, Aaron does a very good at that. And JP Greenwood as well. But Abby done. Abby done.
Oh, Nichols going to get pole.
He still is. He still is, and I didn't even realise I was doing it in the first place. But I don't do it anymore, supposedly, so that's always a good sign. But yeah, a great lap there from Abby Dunn. But yeah, little laps were strong, but look at that. Praga and Iran, impressive as well, Leon.
As well as Abby Dunn, obviously. Champion. Well, yeah, he is actually championship leader on. Was it win count? Or something?
Yeah, he is indeed, both on 76 points with Tom Aja. So AMS goes 5th, and I'm quite impressed. You know, it's wet conditions, but everyone's still so close. 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, and something we don't know yet is will it go intermediates?
That is a good point, Leon. So yeah, JP Texas also on a lap, but I'm looking at who's quite far into their lap. Ashbest is 2 seconds off. What can we do?
Oh.
No, invalidated.
Well, embarrassing.
JP's going to thrive in these conditions. He's very impressive in the wet. He always performs a lot better. So I think JP could be one to watch and perhaps can break into that top 10 bracket.
With all the mistakes I'm seeing by a few drivers, I think anyone could probably get points. If it stays wet, obviously, for the race, but we don't know.
Yeah, so on board with JP Greenwood was slightly wide at the Peraltada. But what can he do? JP Greenwood looking to improve his fortunes. It goes 6th as Abby Dunn.
Wow.
Yeah, Abby Dunn. He's far from done, is the young man from Germany. So 6 tenths ahead in a Williams in the wet.
Ooh,
amazing.
Jay.
As JP goes 2nd. Leon, sorry for interrupting you.
Alright. Quite a shock actually. Jason, quite an impressive lap. Ahead of Lickle, but track evolution. Actually, I don't know if it's a thing in the wet.
I'm sure it is. But AMS next up goes 5th. 7 cents off, but yeah, really impressive from Abingdon there in the Williams. A shocking car in terms of chassis and all that jazz. Very impressive.
Cliffy's just starting a lap when he's in the other Williams, so we'll keep an eye on him. Anyone else? I don't think there's anyone else actually close to finishing a lap.
JP's gone off.
Asbest again. 29.6, and JP and Darren.
Oh!
Oh, there's no yellow flags there.
That's very strange. Warren Hayes gone off.
Oh! I've just seen where it is. It's at the second. Like,
oh!
What's happened there?
That is a very strange crash for JP Grange. I know JP was on the circuit, but and Aaron just came on the team radio. What was he doing? What was he doing? So I don't know what's happened there with JP and Aaron, but disaster. And Aaron just says he just moved on the straight. So yeah, JP in the wars, and Aaron was going to be well down in qualifying now.
Yeah, in a Red Bull, which, to my knowledge, possibly won in Mexico in real life, did it?
It did the last 2 years.
Yeah, so quite a strong car if you think about it.
Yeah, next up Cliffy in the stadium section, through all those Mexican fans cheering people on, cheering this man on, T-Dog, who won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So what can he do in the Williams? Claire Williams looks on, I think he's going to be in the top 5. And it's second. Very impressive.
Yeah, it looks a bit slidey out the stadium section, so I think he could get a 27 easy.
Yeah, he could indeed. And Jolie on Mano currently down in P14, so disaster for the Northern Irishman. That's Ashbest Pits.
Indeed. Marcus said in the chat, he's not getting wet.
Yeah, Lickle's improving.
Oh.
But he's going to pit. Not off fuel, clearly.
He's only by 2 temps, that's all. So.
He's only improving by 2 temps.
I would have put him second. So.
Yeah, well, 2 temps is enough for pole, so. It's a shame, but I think he probably had no fuel to do another lap. So Hayes 8 tenths up. I don't know who else is out there. 20 goes in 9th. I think Hayes will be the one to watch through this. No, he's backed out. Forget him. AMS maybe? 10th up? No, 10th down now.
Warren Hayes?
Pin.
I think.
Some yellow flags. But
I think this is the part where everyone's coming back in.
And JP's just said in the chat, sorry Aaron, he's just trying to get out of the way. So yeah, just a bit of a miscommunication there between JP Greenwood and Aaron. But yeah, Aaron in a Red Bull, it was a big chance to qualify high, and it looks like it's going to be another struggle for the veteran.
Cliffy, is he going to improve again? He does, but gets closer to Abby, but still hasn't been able to beat his lap time so far.
Yeah, the cars look very oversteery, so maybe they're running dry cells.
Or none of them have practiced the wet.
Yeah. Or the Williams naturally, because acts like that in these conditions.
True, we did see Ash doing it earlier on, so.
Not really seeing too much action, or good action.
Is Joel on a lap? He's up by 2 temps, but on a 31, it's not that impressive.
No, it's not. He's struggling, is there? Is that Joel? Has Juho been down the escape road in the scarlet red Ferrari, error prone, just like Sebastian Vettel? So yeah, that's like a Juho Finn.
Indeed. Joel seems to be heavily struggling.
Yeah, I mean, many used to call him the wet weather specialist, but I think nowadays those days are well behind, and I think we're seeing that currently 3 seconds off pole behind the likes of JP Greenwood and Freddie Wilson. No respect to those guys, but Joel should be fighting for a top 8, I think, in qualifying.
Definitely. One person who's just started a lap is Abiodun, and Jacob Tex, I think, has just started one as well, so I think the people are starting to come back out now. Oh, Abby! Oh, wow. Cliffy.
Yeah, good lap from Cliffy, but the track, it seems to be improving considerably on these drivers. These F1 drivers, top drivers, both of them race winners, they know how to get the job done.
It's true. I don't think Abiodun's on a very quick lap. Yeah, he has backed off. He kind of did some drifting thing through the first sector.
That is true, as Jay Shatek is on a lap, but Juliana Manu's AI car is just ahead, so I think Joel's going to be blocking Jay Shatek's here. Yep,
Oh,
Jay
he
just been blocked.
is.
I'm afraid if Jay reports that, it's going to be a quali ban for the next race with Juliana Manu. So, yeah.
Oh, is he going to block Mark as well?
Let's go on board with Mark. Could be a double. I don't know. I don't know what you get for blocking 2 people in one session, but this is going to be it. No, full Mark's messed up. But he's still on a lap. So yeah, Joel's AI car.
Well, now he's come out of AI.
But the damage has been done for Jay Shatek, so it depends if Jay wants to report him after the session.
That is very true.
No, not Frog. No one really on a good lap. Nothing through.
Everyone's on another lap after bottling his first one.
Cliffy returns. I don't want to say something, but yeah, Cliffy returns to the pits. Abiodun through the middle sector, looking to get back on pole and take the initiative in the title race with Tom AJ, currently down in P10 in the Sauber. Sauber was quite difficult to drive in dry conditions, so much we've had the Williams is even worse.
That is very true, but the experienced lot of Cliffy and Abiodun seem to be dealing with it excellently.
Yeah, the cream rises to the top, but it's no surprise to see 4 F1 drivers, 3 in the top 4, but obviously Jay probably will be an F1 driver next season, especially if he does win the title, so he looks to be on course to do that. 25 points ahead of Paco in F2 currently.
Abiodun's up by just more than 10th and a half, so it's going to be close between himself and Cliffy, but around the final corner I think he'll get a 27.8 here, and we'll take provisional pole. Yep.
Yeah, he does. Jay Shatek is also for 10th actually, in the middle sector, so we're looking to improve his fortunes. Obviously a lot of time to gain. Even this last sector is a bit better traction. The final corner you gain several tenths, crucial run for this legendary Terratada. Not what it was, but still a very difficult corner. And Jay, what can he do? It is P3 on a 28.0.
Not far behind. The grid's quite, well, top 3 quite close, and then there's a larger gap, and Asbestos has just gone 5th with a 28.7.
Yeah, not too bad from Asbestos, but Cliffy, certainly a driver who always relishes wet conditions in F1, so it's no surprise to see him up there. Also Abiodun, very talented driver as well.
Indeed, I don't know if Abby's been able to get back in time. Might just be able to.
Well, I think you only get 2 sets of wet tyres in qualifying anyway, so this is the second set.
It's true. Anyone else on a lap? AMS? Nope. Tom AJ? Is he starting 1? He's starting 1.
To be fair, I think it's a big shame for Iran. He's currently still P9, P8, so he could have been right up there.
Yeah, with a very impressive first lap. I think he'll drop down to maybe about 14th. Lickle's about to start a lap, but I want to go on board with Tom AJ, because I believe he's next to finish a proper lap, but he's down in the first sector.
Delicious. I don't know how Jay improved, because his last set's atrocious, but I guess it's difficult conditions for everyone.
Yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion it's dry for the race.
I think that's what we want, a dry race. Get it done quicker and a bit of DRS action.
True, more people will go for the overtakes than the dry and the wet, they kind of just sit back.
I think they should be using, I know it's a typical box of pole, it's a little bit more of a force to make up, so quite a lot of time for Lickle to make up, to be perfectly honest.
And Jay, quite impressive, in the same car as Lickle. I think Lickle is quicker than Jay though, so I think Lickle has got what it takes.
Yeah, Jay's on a pad, so making the most of that pad traction in the wet conditions.
Tom AJ goes 7th.
a good lap on the Sauber guy. You know, Sauber was quite hard to drive in the middle sector in the dry, let alone the wet. So Little Box next up. I think
So, AMS is on fourth.
Tidy effort there from AMS. It's difficult. Could have gone Prix last night, but yeah, Little Box will be next up. But he is taking it quite easy. In fact, he's going to do one final lap. So Little Box will be setting himself up for one final attempt. Oh, and he bottles it, but he takes
No, yeah,
pole
he's taking pole. Wow, 27.7.
Yeah, but he took it easy at the end. Like, he took the lap easy. So he wanted the airs for the final lap.
I think the only person who can stop him now is Cliffy. Abiodun's tyres are probably too warm by now. I think Cliffy will be...
Yeah, because Jay's done and dusted as Dano. Look at Dano.
Oh,
in
wow.
The Mercedes.
Hello.
As Jay's done dusted fifth for Dano. No, not fifth for Dano, fifth for Jay Cadex.
Let's see if Cliffy's up in the first sector. Lickle's on another lap, right? He's up by a tenth and a half in the first sector.
Yeah, and the last sector's definitely got a few tenths in there.
Lickle domination inbound, unless he's running a wet setup.
Yeah, and he is coming up to some traffic, like a slow-moving vehicle. It's
Oh,
Freddie Woods. And there's Jamie, and he's run wide. Nickel Box is run wide. Has he validated it? I'll check. No, he's not.
He's only up by a little margin now, though.
But he's got Urs this lap. He's got Urs. Little Blocks. The man I tipped for pole.
I think we'll get pole.
And me look good.
He improves. And then bids it. Straight after.
Abiodun!
Oh, he snatched it!
What a lap from Abiodun in the Williams. Stunning.
Watch out for Cliffy. Cliffy, no.
Four for Cliffy, but Abiodun, stunning. Absolutely stunning. In a Williams. Ashbess is 3 tenths up, so looking to perhaps go 8th or 7th. Who else? Julian Manu, 15th for Joel.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Actually validated again. So, he's down in 10th.
Ashbess very poor, but you know, Abiodun, mighty, I have to say, star of qualifying. It did take a big lap to beat Little Box to pole, and yeah, Abiodun does it. The title leader is back on form.
Yeah, I have to agree. Disappointing. Oh, the biggest disappointment in qualifying for you? What do you think?
I'm gonna have to go for Little Blocks. No, I'm joking. Oh, Praga 7th, Greeny 8th. I'd say Joel, to be honest. 2 tenths off pole in a Force India. I feel that disappointing. And Praga's destroyed him. So I'm gonna go for Joel. Very disappointing.
And he also blocked 2, was it? J. So, not the best qualifying for him.
Big shoes, but yeah, Abiodun, absolutely stunning lap. Take a bow. Just take a bow.
That's one way to help yourself in the championship.
Oh, and it seems that Abiodun blocked Jay as well.
Oh.
So perhaps it could be Abiodun and Jolyon and Manu at the back in the United States.
Would be quite funny if Tom AJ somehow joined them. That'd be quite interesting.
Do you want to go through the results or shall I?
You, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, then I'll quickly nip the loo after. So it's going to be Abiodun with a stunning lap for the Williams team on pole position for this Mexican Grand Prix on a 27.6. 27.6. Lucas Box is second ahead of Dano, Clippy and Jay protects. AMS is a decent 6th ahead of Praga. Greeny is 8th, the reserve driver, the FP superstar. Praga Paul is 9th ahead of Tom AJ. Warren Hake is 11th with Ashbess in 12th. Aaron only 13th after colliding with JP Greenwood. Jamie is 14th, Trey is 15th, Giuliano down in 16th place with JP Greenwood. Pretty Wilson, Joey Finn and Mark, Musical Venom are at the back, Leon.
Indeed. And now Connor's gone. Bad time to go to the toilet, but Ayo, if my voice lasts. Oh, boys! Oh, boy. Oh, you're taking the piss. That's not. That's not a pun for Connor going to the toilet, but I don't know for him. I've not done any practice. You know, it was F1 last night. I don't practice the day after. I only practice. The earliest I practice is on the weekend for PSGL. Heavy to light to none. Ooh, gonna be interesting then. Yeah, Abby's on 5 up old wets. I do remember that. Someone was on like 6 or 7. But yeah, here we go. Full wet weather to start the Mexican Grand Prix. Got formation lap first, obviously. From honestly, I swear on my mum's life, I only start practicing on a weekend. I practice on Saturday and Monday. I don't practice on a Sunday for some reason. Hopefully Connor gets back in time, otherwise he's gonna miss the start.
So,
He's back.
A wet start, Leon.
Yeah, I got told 10 minutes light rain, and then it's meant to go dry after that.
That is what there's been disqualifications in the midfield. A lot of experience being disqualified.
Especially
I've just got a weather update. 10 minutes till light rain. So yeah, very interesting.
It's literally what I just said, but like,
Oh, sorry, Leon. I've just got a new update. It's gonna be 8 minutes now. So, and yeah,
Alright.
obviously for these wet conditions, you'll get a fresh set of wet tyres, I believe.
you sure?
That's what I've been reliably from the experienced admin coach flying from. Or flying from.
Oh, I thought you didn't, to be honest. I didn't actually know that.
That's what Rome's saying, but I'm not sure. We'll soon find out.
If not, Abby's on 5 lap old wets.
Yeah, but if it's 10 minutes time, then it should be alright.
Yeah, so as we get ready, I think I can do the start. My voice can live.
Good.
You know what to do. Don't even have to ask.
I know what to do. Just about.
Just about. We've only been doing this for, what, 10 weeks? Well, no, 11 actually.
12th week.
I missed Russia, I think.
Oh yeah,
So.
I was with Jane there.
Better commentator than me.
You're the best, Leon.
Ovs. Right, as we get ready for the start, everyone's just lining up. Losing the getaway well, whenever the lights do start. We've got 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights. And away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. It looks like Lickle's got a good getaway. my throat just died halfway through that sentence. Abin covers off going down into turn 1. Dano is through the floor on my screen. That is interesting. Cliffy's going to try and go around the outside of Lickle into the first chicane. That's Dano at the back of Cliffy. No, hard seems to be done though. And Lickle's round. No, he's not. He got half spun. And my voice is dying halfway through this sentence.
Oh. I mean, it's been quite a clean start. So, yeah, not too bad. Greeny up to 5th, sorry, Green FC, what a start into P5, Leon. Stunning from
Down the
Green.
inside of Lickle for P4.
What a start from Green FC. Thrived in its conditions on F 2017 and it looks to be back on form.
He does indeed. Dano up into 2nd, I believe he has wing damage there. I will confirm that he has wing damage.
Yeah, perfect start though from Abiadon, the championship leader, doing all he can. A 2nd clear already of Dano.
Yep. Cliffy seems to be struggling. I don't think he's got wing damage. No.
Ash Best is going to be attacking Praga.
Let's have a look. Down the inside of whatever this corner is. Ash is broken about 400 years too late.
That's why you stick ABS on in the wet.
Well, that was embarrassing from Ash, that was...
Yeah, very embarrassing. Look at Abiadon. 2.2 clear already. What a driver. What a talent. I'll tell you who else has a talent. Little Box. He's going to be attacking quickly into turn 1, Leon.
Will he lunge it? I don't know.
This man lunges. He launches it. He's going to launch it. No, he doesn't. Greeny, though, very impressive so far.
Yeah.
Really impressive stuff. As Dano goes wide.
This will set Cliffy up. Lickle's got a really good exit, though. But Cliffy down the inside. At the set to 1 split. Dano does break quite late.
Lickle will do the up and under.
He's not going to get that done. No, he's going to get it done on Dano.
Greeny's going to try and force himself through. I think Greeny is going to... But Dano has the high ground, the outside line. Dano's going to back out, surely, and he does. Wise move there from Dano, I think. I think he's got damage and he's struggling for pace.
Yeah. I'll be holding 3.5 second lead. Wow. Oh, Dano's dropping like a fly. Oh, he's it. Fraggles hit him. Okay, no, it was decent. Alright then. Thank you, game.
I mean, further down, we've seen Jorgen Manu battling Freddie Wilson, so that's an interesting battle going on. But I think the temperatures will turn it further forward. There's AMS.
Yeah. Oh, Tom AJ. Stop go penalty, and Dano's left the session.
Oh, that's a shame for Dano. Doing really well, but as we've got a bit of a Greeny fan, Lewis Harwood, a big Greeny fan.
A very big Greeny fan. AMS on the back of Fraggle. Down into turn 1, this should be a piece of cake. Yep. Maybe not.
I would say it's a piece of cake, but Fraggle Paul, a wily old fox, knows how to defend an AMS. Not one of the most aggressive drivers, as we like to point out on a weekly basis.
If we just disregard, I believe it was last week or the week before, can't remember.
Yeah, and against me in that F1 yesterday where he moved on the straight. Yeah, Greeny just looks to be struggling, and Jay Tex is right behind him as a goal. And Warren Haig always seem to be close together. We're very close together. Touching tips.
Don't say that. Jay and Greeny are quite close. Greeny seems to be losing time. He hasn't got any wing damage. I think he hasn't got the raw pace of the top 3.
But he is a man who's without a result in F2 in weeks.
Oh, yellow flag, Juho is off.
I'm not too shocked, but also what I'm shocked about is the gap between the top 2, 3.5 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I thought Cliffy just lost on the straight, but I guess there's a lot of oversteer in these cars at this stage.
Callum Anderson. Oh, hello, Aaron and... Oh, the rivalry between these two.
Hey, Method's defensive in down one. Aaron on the outside. Red Bull versus Toros. So, Albert Marco should be on the phone. Get out of the way. But it's personal between these two, and I think Aaron is going to put him in his place like he on a weekly basis in the back pocket. So,
that was actually a really good move, to be fair.
Yeah, well, Aaron is in the better car, and he's the better driver, so it's not a surprise.
More experienced, I'll say.
Yeah, he's the better driver. So up to P8 here in F1. Next up is Fraggle Paul, who's doing at every corner it seems.
Mark and Freddie Wilson are battling for P14. Warren Haig and Joel are battling for P12. Lickle's keeping his gap with Cliffy.
As we've got a few JP fans in the Callum Anderson and Ushin as well, so yeah, a lot of JP fans. So I think people love a bit of JP and JP TV, which will be returning for the Race of Champions.
Indeed, more details on that will be released later, not later, well, weeks.
In the coming weeks, indeed. As good evening to Aaron Collingwood, the legendary KLC. So yeah, as Cliffy sets the passes after the Grand Prix and reduces the gap to 3.1 seconds.
Warren Haig's closing on Joel. Joel is really struggling, so I think Joel's will drop down to P13 here. Never mind, Warren Haig's lost it on the straight.
Yeah, and I think the title looks to be over for Juliana Manu, as would even to identity fraud. Is that PJ? Maybe
I
it
think
is.
so.
What
I
a name.
attract
What a
some.
man.
I attract some viewers. That's all I'm gonna say.
A rare breed of viewer. It's gone wide. Oh.
Oh, AMS has got wing damage.
Oh.
That's why he's going slow.
That is a shame. That is a shame. As Jason Texas backed off from Greeny as well for P4. Greeny doing a great job to be fair in that has. Not the best chassis either.
Yeah, the next battle now is Aaron and Fraggle.
Aaron looks to be racing that car, and Fraggle Paul extending the circuit. Aaron oversteer, struggling a little bit there.
Yeah, I think he's just been a bit too eager there, saw Fraggle going off the track and thought he could try and get the move, but ain't gonna work.
I think his eyes was lit up like a fat man at an all-you-can-eat buffet. You know, you saw a gap, and with Fraggle running wide.
My special breed of viewer is loving you at the moment.
Yeah, thank you, TJ. It's good to see you still like me. So, but yeah, Aaron versus Fraggle Paul. Down to turn one, Fraggle Paul goes offensive, experienced duo, lots of success between them. What can Aaron do? Looking to break late around the outside of Fraggle Paul. Fraggle Paul also breaks relay, but Aaron, the last of the late breakers. Daniel Ricciardo-esque, but Fraggle keeps the nose in, but doesn't have enough, and Aaron gets the job done.
Yeah, I kind of was only saw the end, well, half of that battle. I saw yellow flag and set to one, instantly looked at the leaders, but nothing's happening but AMS and Jamie. And
as
Joel.
Tommy Chase had problems. No, it's Joel. I'm
Joel.
taking two cars. AMS. What's going on? What is this cluster? A cluster of shits is what I like to call it. Look at them, 4, 5, 6 cars. A mess. This is just a mess.
And Joel got them all. He overtook Jamie and AMS into the same corner.
Yeah, stunning. I think that's what Joel can do. He's just got experience. He doesn't have the pace, but he's got the talent, and he's got the corner cutting penalties as well to go with it.
Yeah, he's also got that corner cutting skills, something you don't really need. Jacob Tex.
Yeah, and thank you TK for those kind words. I appreciate it. As Jacob Tex versus Greeny, the Northern powerhouse. Filey's finest, as he's been nicknamed Greeny LFC, the multiple-time FP race winner, defeated Ashbest in his prime on multiple occasions, and he's got the straight line speed to keep Joe behind. Job's done, easy peasy for Greeny.
Yeah, true. I'm just saying, I swear it was meant to be 10 minutes till light rain, and I'm not really seeing a change.
An accurate forecast, and they're giving us dodgy news, fake news. That's Warren Haig, AMS, and there's someone else, Tom AJ. Back the P10.
Oh, 3 wide. Oh, Jamie's got a penalty. AMS around the outside. This is a clusterfuck and a half.
It is indeed, but that's what you want to see. A proper midfield scraps where drivers like QPR beasts thrive and get wet over these types of midfield scraps.
Warren Egg around the outside. AMS with the wing damage is going to have to try and keep the position. Oh, Warren Egg just disregards him and keeps the position.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. A bit of contact, a bit of wheel banging, a bit of banging. That's what you want to see, isn't it, in the midfield?
Lovely. Jay gets past Greeny in all that. We haven't really seen that one.
I think Greeny made a mistake. I saw it. Greeny just made a little mistake there in that sector.
Oh, the Toro Rossos! Oh, they came together then. Oh, Freddie Wilson's gone for a drifting session.
Yeah, he has. And yeah, just so the cat knows, Greeny just made a little mistake, like Fraggle Paul did that with that lap. So yeah, Greeny, look, Augustin, look at him. He's Augustin struggling for grip. Is Greeny. But the midfield is where I want to watch. Just look at it, Leon. Just look at it. Would you love to be in like Tom or Ash's best position right now?
No.
I would thrive in these conditions. Ooh, the Peraltada, Warren Hay, Jamie, Tom Agjar, Ash Best. They're all going to be in the mix.
Maybe not the Toro Rossos, but I think that Sauber of Tom AJ could be packing something. Probably the quickest car there. As Ash Best down the side of Tom AJ, or was, and Jamie and Warren Haig, and Jamie's got the position of Warren Haig. Proper midfield scrap for the final point. Awkward silence.
Indeed. So yeah, lots of juicy battling going on, and yeah, good stuff thus far.
Gap between Cliffy and Avian's coming down slightly.
Yeah, very slowly and steadily. You know, Abby had about 3 seconds so long ago, but up to 2 seconds now.
Indeed, Tom AJ's actually got damage.
I'll tell you who hasn't got damage. Here in F1. P7. Closing it on forever.
I've had disappointing qualifying. He's getting himself back up in Lickle pits. He's the first one to pit.
Well, he's blinked first. Yeah, Aaron's did a 30.5 on the last lap, compared to Cliffy's 30.4, and quicker than Abby done. So yeah, Aaron has got race winning pace in these conditions.
Intermediates for Lickle. That could be risky, I think. I think it's too early.
Well, we'll soon find out. I'll keep an eye on the set times to see what's going on.
Oh, let's go with Aaron.
Little Box has blinked quite early. You don't need to blink this early, but we'll see. He's already lost 3/10 to Jolie Arno Manu. So
Aaron,
Box,
oh, that is a pure lunge, and that is a pure class overtake.
yeah, he properly launched it, and you know that's what 3 F1 titles, 27 wins, 80+ podiums. The man's got it all. He's won it all, Leon, and you know he can just pull moves like that easy, even when he's not feeling well.
No comment, because there's nothing really to say other than.
Well, don't say no comment, then get on to the next bit of the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, Little Block struggling on intermediate tyres, Leon, losing a second to Joel Bissab.
I think, as you said, he's blinked, and as I said, he's blinked too early. He's actually gaining again, though.
Yeah,
So
obviously Joel isn't on the leaguer's pace, is he? So he's not really gaining. He's just losing.
yeah, Lickle's still losing, so it's too early, and I think that makes it a bit dramatic. Could potentially ruin Lickle's chances of a championship as Praga pits.
He does indeed, as I think Lewis Harwood's put it beautifully. Look at all that shit, like a clogged toilet, and yeah, I think the midfield did look like that for at a point.
Oh, Prog's gonna come out just behind this oh, the midfield scrap's kind of disintegrated now.
Oh, Freddie Wilson speeding into the pit lane. Nearly ran over his pit mechanics while he was at it as well. Racehorse. AMS.
He's like that.
AMS. Is he stuck? He's stuck.
No, he's...
No. Nah, he had a stop go.
Rage quitting.
He's rage quitting. Well, yeah, Abiodun. 1.7 click off Cliffy for the lead of the Grand Prix, but in the slowest car, the Williams. It is on for our new viewers, which is Paris Charles. It's currently on Realistic Performance, the Realistic Performance lead. So the slowest 2 cars are leading in the wet conditions somehow.
Somehow is definitely the the question. The only battle actually at the moment is Rebe and Venom.
Yeah, good decision from Cliffy to start, because the intermediates just aren't working.
Abby's pit.
Abiodun. Oh, and obviously, when I say they're just going to start, they are in the same team, so obviously he couldn't bet. But I think it's good that he did remember that, because I don't think it's wet. It's dry enough for intermediate just yet, and I Paris at Cliffy and Abiodun, two of the finest drivers in PSGL.
Aaron in P2, even though everyone's kind of pit behind him.
So where's Lickle going to feed out? Here's Lickle. There's Greeny.
Yeah, he's come out quite a bit ahead of them, but Jay's not that far off Lickle.
Indeed. So, will you keep an eye on those interval times? Aaron to Abiodun. That'd be quite interesting to see if Abiodun starts to close in. As Greeny gets past Warren Hay for P6.
Yeah, Warren Hay still hasn't, is still yet to pit. Yeah, the gap's coming down. I do think the intermediates could be the tyre.
Yeah, but it certainly looks. So we'll look at quick look. So Abiodun. I'll just wait for Abiodun to do a middle sector split. The box 34% on the lap of the middle sector, a little bit quicker. So yeah, it looks to be just to be intermediate now. It looks to be right to pit, which is good for Abiadon.
Yeah, Cliffy does pit. Aaron may get the overcut, sorry, on, I don't know who was fifth at the point.
And obviously, depending on when the dry tyres need to be used, the intermediates might have to go a long way, so an extra lap or two could be quite crucial from the dry stage.
It's very true, and once the intermediates are worn, they are quite shit to handle, excuse my poor French, but yeah. So yeah, AMS wants an invite. Oh, okay, already replied.
Yeah, I can't, but Aaron should come out ahead of Praga. There's Praga. No, Praga's got the undercut.
Ooh, that's not going to go down well with Aaron, I don't think.
No, and Abiadon undercut on Cliffy, so I think Abby got it on the right lap, and Paris, I think Abiadon looks the man to beat because he's got track position and he can pit when he wants, whereas Cliffy and Abby are in the same team. So if it becomes dry, Abby will get the first stop.
Aaron already closing on Praga, and he's just literally come out the pits. Will he try it around the outside? No, he won't. Maybe he will. No.
As Joel picks up another time penalty, I think the midfield's going to get quite juicy again. Jamie, Ashbest, Warren Hay, Joel all quite close. Not as close as before though.
Indeed. But yeah, I'll keep on board with Aaron for now. Come on, Paris, you should recognise a lot of people here. Aaron does go wide in the middle sector, which is going to cost him a little bit of time.
We've got some of the finest drivers in the community. Obviously, Ashbest, very well known, Liffey, and Abiadon. Abiadon sets another fastest lap in the Williams, and it's just flying up. The Williams thriving, but then J6 making the most of that pad traction.
Final sector 3. I don't see anything. Oh, it's Freddie Wilson.
Slow on slicks.
Interesting.
Very bold call. What a stupid one at that.
Yeah, I was about to say no one's retired yet. Jamie with the fastest lap, hello.
Sorry, from that there from Jamie. Considerably quicker, but the conditions are improving as AMS has got big problems of struggling for traction, Leon.
Yeah, it should be, it's kind of a repeat the last lap. Everyone will have to try it. He's got it. No, he hasn't. Probably will have the traction on the outside, but he went off the track slightly. And I think Aaron's got him here. Yep, Aaron's up into P6.
Indeed, Aaron up to P6 and a Praga as AMS. His dream, his title defence has just been a disaster all season, down in P19.
What were you chuckling at?
I was just looking at some of Paris's comments in the chat. But this X was the fastest man in a minute.
Yes.
Oh no, there wasn't. It's only J10's point, and he's at the fastest lap. So, yeah, J Tech looks very fast. And this is crucial, the teammates, who will be ahead to get that first pit stop call for when it does dry. It's very crucial, it's critical that therefore remains ahead. I
can see blue sky, I can see patches of blue sky, so could be dry soon-ish.
Yeah, and yeah, Aaron obviously overtook Praga on the last lap. Greeny's still doing a fine job, to be honest, consolidating that P5, 8 seconds clear of Aaron. So yeah, Greeny doing a sterling job, to be honest.
Yeah, that race in the wet can get pretty boring, I say. And the wet's more boring than the dry, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. Wet races tend to be quite dull. There's no DRS action, Lewis, but you know it's a shame as Jolie Manu taps Ashbest and looks to be getting the move done on the Lithuanian superstar. But can I get the move done, Leon? As Aaron picks up a time penalty, a rare thing. He didn't get a time penalty in the whole of F1 last season.
He's got one this season. Embarrassing. Come here.
Embarrassing, that's his that.
You should be slain for an penalty. Stop. Oh, the rain is getting lighter already, so this intermediate stint isn't going to last very long, I don't think.
No, it's not, and it'll be interesting to see if they'll be opting for the super soft tyres as AMS decide to rejoin the game, trying to fight on. He's desperate for that P19.
At least we won't have to worry about Freddie Wilson.
That is very true. J6, is he close? No, not close enough. Where it is drying very quickly. Obviously, very high altitude here in Mexico, which puts a strain on these power units, but reliability not too big of an issue, thankfully, on F1 2018. Only the DRS failures, which occur occasionally.
Yeah, AMS, I doubt there'll be a safety car if no one's actually retired yet. Lickle with a pen.
Yeah, Lickle's got a pen, but the top two have got 2 warnings each.
I know
so,
Jay's
yeah,
got a pen. So.
It is quite tricky not to get a penalty to protect in these conditions. Very easy to run wide and so on.
Back to what I said about AMS, I doubt there's going to be a safety car. No one's actually retired yet. I don't know if any league in a while has gone through an entire race without a retirement.
It's true. And AMS just got to fiddle about. They're going to take control option, one of the things.
Fraggle with a penalty. I don't know if Jay's able to get Lickle. He closes down the straight like per usual, but I think in that middle sector is where Lickle's class comes into play.
That is very true. It's green. He picks up a time penalty. Erin catching a couple of attempts at that, but nothing too major.
As a prediction, I reckon it will be dries from lap 20.
Mystic Leon there, everyone. Got the crystal ball out.
Oh, let's never go on board with Jay ever again. He's got the engine revving glitch. That's still in the game. But yeah, the race has got kind of to a dull point now.
It has indeed, but I think it all livened up because we're not even at half distance, Leon.
Yeah. You better do.
So, just to remind us, Aberdeen leading the Grand Prix, and his main title contender is in P13. So Aberdeen is pretty well clear of the pack here. He will be 15 points clear of Lickle and 16 ahead of Tom AJ. So yeah, Aberdeen looks set to win the title in the United States next week.
Be quite interesting if, because I think Aberdeen's going to win this race. Tom AJ definitely isn't going to get points. I doubt it'll be vice versa in USA. So yeah, Aberdeen's set to win the championship, I think.
Yeah. Even if Lickle does get a McLaren or something for USA, well, he will be. He'll probably be Cliffy and Abby in the Williams for USA. You know, I think it's going to be done and dusted, or at least heavily in Aberdeen's favour for the finale. And then in the finale, Abby and Lickle should be in the same car.
Yeah, the top two. Well, whatever the top two may be going into the finale.
Even if there's a small gap, they're the same pace basically. So. Yeah, the Williams has been very impressive in these conditions. The straight line speed perhaps making a mark, but yeah. So far so good for Abby and Cliffy.
Indeed. Jay is gradually and slowly, incredibly slowly catching Lickle once again.
Yeah, he is. Warren Haig looks to be the closest to goal. That seems to be the main battle to me.
Yeah, we'll go on board.
Going on. Joel's dream of a title. 8 years of racing nearly. He will have to go and do another season, it looks like.
How many seasons will it take?
Indeed, Warren deploying his errors, but Joel has got the fastest car in a straight line, so You should be able to defend here from Warren Haig. These two have been racing the first race in June 2011, so yeah, these two know each other very well.
I was about to say Warren Haig could be able to get Joel into the next corner if he got a good exit, but it's not the greatest exit.
Indeed, a point for Haig who brakes quite late into that corner. Struggling a little bit. Cold brakes perhaps.
Indeed, Praga picks up a 3-second time penalty, but he's in the middle of nowhere, just like Aaron and Greeny.
Yeah. So 2.5 is the gap. 2.6 is the gap between the top two. Aberdeen currently moving 15.2 of anyone in the race for the drivers' championship, the FP title. So those defense is enabled quite early, to be honest. It looks quite well. As Greeny picks, Greeny's in.
Yeah, it's raining though.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, it's a big call. Greeny's going to be the first in though. It's going to be so slippy for these guys. Really, really tricky.
Will we see our first retirement?
Maybe so, maybe so. So yeah, Greeny FC will be the first out, and will he keep on the circuit? He does, the flat out straight. So let's see how he goes. We'll see Jamie goes to Greeny, that'll be the interesting one.
Oh, Greeny picks up a pen.
That's new penalties. Greeny pulling away slightly there, so yeah. We're interested to see the gap between Greeny and Jaketex. That's the key. Is it ready? It usually is when DRS is enabled though.
One person who may actually be in trouble here is Cliffy, because unless they double stack, Cliffy's going to have to go around again. And same vice versa with Jaketex.
That is a good point. As I said, it's crucial whoever led out these guys, and yeah, Little and Cliffy will benefit here. As Greeny is catching Jaketex slightly.
Indeed. So Abby will easily come out P3, Lickle will easily come out P4. As Aaron
overtakes Haig, so yeah, clearly it is dry conditions, and the super softs are warming up beautifully.
Joe picks up another pen. I wonder how much time Cliffy and Jay are going to be losing now, since it is now dry.
That's a very good point, but Greeny called it beautifully. A bit lucky, I guess, when the EOS was enabled, but you know, using very swiftly, and you know, he's flying. Tyres up to temperature, and he's pulling it down.
Indeed, one person who is being quite ambitious is Freddie Wilson on a set of Pipers.
Yeah.
Who's actually binned it in a wall in his first retirement.
Oh, and this could be crucial. If there's a safety car or VSC, it will play into Cliffy and Jay's hands, but it doesn't look like it. So, that's
no. But yeah.
So yeah, Abby is just flying. I mean, let's look at the sector times. Abby had done 32.1 in the middle sector. Jay and Cliffy nearly 2 seconds slower than Abby in the middle sector. So yeah, disaster for Cliffy, and his chance of a win definitely over, in my opinion. And Jay to Clickle, it could be in the clutches of Greeny here.
Yeah, Lickle will get Cliffy as well, I think. No, he won't, will he? No, he won't.
There's Jay on the ultra soft tyres, and there's Greeny. Greeny couldn't get him, but it was a good undercut, so to speak, from Greeny FC there.
Lickle mustn't have had the greatest of laps, I suppose, if Cliffy's been able to get back out ahead by a comfortable gap.
Yeah, Jamie's going to be in DRS range for Craggle Paul. DRS, this is going to be the first DRS overtake potentially this evening, as Joel Ginamanu sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Renault versus Renault, and it looks like it's going to be easy. Yeah, there we go. Easy for him. That's the first DRS overtake.
Yeah, lovely, job done. Yeah, Tommy J putting P13 and 18 seconds behind Hague, so Tommy J's title dream looks to be nearly over.
Yeah, there's a three-way battle for P9 at the moment between Fraggle, Ash and Joel.
And Lickle picks up a second time penalty, so disaster for Lickle blocks, but he is flying out there, he's catching feet.
He is
picks
indeed.
up penalty number 3.
Let's go ball with Joel as he might be able to get Ash down the straight.
Yeah, with his Mercedes engines could be quite interesting, but I don't know if Joel's already a dry set because he's fast lap the last lap, so maybe he set up the car for the dry as he did the fire. I'll have a look, not seeing anything.
Joel easy. You might even get Fraggle here. Oh, Ash has hit him!
Ash is out.
He's just retired on track. That could be risky.
No harm done. So yeah, bringing him up to P9 as Ash Bess has left the session. Yellow flags.
No safety car. Fraggle and Joel. Yeah. Some slight wheel banging, slight squeeze as well, but Fraggle's got the position. Joel try it back down the inside. They're going to stay side by side for the S's. Oh, slight contact again, but Fraggle keeps the position.
He does indeed. So, yeah. Greeny. Oh, a bit of a slippery shoulder. Still very tricky. It's still raining on my screen, so.
Yeah, same. Quite interesting.
Still quite tricky. Conditions far from dry times anyway. It's quite a long Grand Prix.
But I think Joel will be easier to get Fraggle here with DRS, and he's in the Force India, so.
Yeah, it looks very fast. As expected though, I guess McLaren working better in the drier conditions as Joel finally gets much better. Cool. Easy.
Oh, Warren Egg, hello.
Look at him, look at him go! Oh, no.
Came out of nowhere.
He did indeed, Warren 8 just flexing his muscles there. And this to P11 next up. P10 Fraggle Ball. This is Kuho gets past straight break, which is quite interesting.
John made a slight error. Yeah. Oh, he's 3 tenths, yeah?
The little box needs to get his title change back on track. Can he get past his best mate Cliffy?
Quite comfortably.
Yeah, very comfortable actually. Cliffy with no airs as well. Little box was 60% of his airs. And I swear I've even made a mistake. Because the gap's down to 4.2 seconds.
I don't remember what the gap was originally.
It was up to like 6.8.
Oh, well, I don't know then.
Let's see. Yeah, Abudan made a massive mistake in those sets of like 2 seconds.
Interesting. Fraggle's got DRS on Warren Egg, but he's not pushing. He's kind of considered the position.
Yeah, so yeah, Cliffy's struggling and JTX on the old softs, pushing hard.
It has stopped raining now on my end.
Yeah, same as Tom Ajar says about it. So we've got some proper dry conditions now, which is what you want to see. You love to see it, dry conditions.
Got the Renaults battling it out for the final point.
Yeah, Cliffy is a wrench in that car, struggling a little bit.
Oh, Warren Egg! Oh my god. Almost at the back of Fraggle now.
Yeah, AMS is about to be lapped by Erin as well. We're catching really quite quickly as well. Warren will be one touchdown the DRS straight.
Indeed. Little is bringing the gap down slowly to Abiodun. I don't know if he'll be able to get within DRS towards the end. He might. I'm not too sure yet though. Abby just tweeted in the middle of a race. He's just gone and tweeted. There's no way.
Let's have a look. Not seeing anything, so not too sure what's going on there. But yeah, fastest lap after fastest lap, and Cliffy just doesn't have the dry pace. I don't know if he went for a bit wet setup, but yeah, Cliffy really struggling for dry pace.
No, he didn't tweet.
Yeah, maybe you sometimes get a notification if they tweeted earlier. So yeah, probably that.
His last tweet was 4 hours ago.
That's what I mean. Sometimes I get for them all PSGL F1 tweet or whatever, so.
Ayo, it's Twitter.
Exactly. So yeah, a bit of a gap's going on. Hey, pass Fraggle. I can't remember if we caught that or not. But
I didn't catch it. It happened a few laps ago. But...
yeah, so JP gets his time over. JP currently ahead of Venom and AMS, so quite a solid effort from JP. But yeah, Fraggle Paul, we're looking to make a move, both using the overtake ERS mode into turn 1.
The one battle I'm going to keep an eye on as the Renault's going side by side is Jake, Tex and Cliffy. That's an interesting line from Fraggle.
Yeah, very interesting. A lot of marking there. Who wants to get a bit of grass and walk from the tyre. Oh, bit of a dummy there from Fraggle Paul. Lovely stuff. I like that. That's what I like to see.
Well, JP Greenwood's retired. Oh, that's a switchback attempt for Warren Egg. Now he's down the inside. No, there's slight contact. I think he's kept the position for now, and JP has died.
Yeah, JP Greenwood has died. So a shame, JP. You know, the lack of points goes on for JP. Is he still yet to score this season?
I don't know.
Useless. I don't think he has. So Warren Haig and Fraggle Paul looks to be the main, but what JP Tex? Not close enough just yet.
I think we'll get him next lap though. Is that rumour true?
I wouldn't like to comment on such allegations.
Ooh.
So, JP Tex hounding the dog. T-Dog. What's this yellow flags again? Who is it? No one. Oh, it's JP's car still.
Oh wow. There's Fraggle and Warren Egg going back at it.
Really, with the 4th penalty.
And Aaron's comfortably got P5 then.
Yeah. And yeah, we're Lickle with 2 penalties and Abby with none. The title dream, Lickle blocks, looks to be all over, but JP Tex with 1% errors runs down to one. Can't get close enough to the Mercedes powered Williams Martini Racing.
Can you do anything on this time round? Cliffy's run out of ERS, but no. It's still too far back.
So close, yet so far for JP Tex, whose tyres will be dead by the end, so it's looking too good for Jay, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know about the penalty situation. I know Jay has one, and that's an interesting line through there, but yeah.
Yeah, Cliffy currently has no penalties.
And Lickle's got another pen.
Yeah, so Lickle is done and dusted. His title dream, in my opinion, will be over after today. I'll be done. Different class, different gravy, and Aaron does have 1 penalty. Adam.
I know, believe it or not, Aaron actually has a penalty.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I know, but like he never. He never usually gets one. That's what I'm trying to emphasise.
And yes, CC Greeny is a legit P5.
If you disregard the penalties.
Very true. And Aaron and AMS. What's that all about? AMS. That's right. AMS was behind. AMS is attacking Greeny into turn
Oh,
one.
hello. That's going to be interesting.
Getting in on the mix, getting in on the act as Fraggle pulled in Haig in the stadium section. Very strange.
Keep on board with the Renault battle. As we're on egg with DRS, we'll easily fly back past.
Yeah, he does indeed. So Cliffy picks up a penalty. So there we have it, guys. Cliffy with a time penalty, but he'll be beating Little as it stands. Well, Jay's got 4, 5. Sorry.
Aaron on for 4th?
I won it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus.
Aaron's on for a 4th then, that's right.
Oh, Aaron just picks another.
Is he actually?
Yep.
I didn't see it literally pop up. It kind of went quickly.
Yeah, because not many people get a penalty, guys. No. Yeah, he got 2 warnings in the last lap, then he got a penalty this lap. So.
Oh well. 4th is now not on the cards.
It's fast. Oh, Jay checks. Very close. Leon.
Yeah, he's on the back of me. We'll have DRS this time, and I think he will be able to attack. He's definitely close enough to go for a lunge. He has looked down the side. He's going to go for it. Cliffy is going to defend, and Jay's going to look for the switch back, and he's got it excellently. I don't know what you're laughing at, but
Yeah, I saw what trickery pokery going on, but I'll stay quiet, I think. So yeah, Jay gets the move done on Cliffy. It's beautiful move on.
I seriously didn't find what was funny.
No, I was watching a different part actually. So.
Oh right. Aaron.
Aaron was just laughing Mark, so he just gave him a piece of his man, let's say, on the straight.
Next battle is Aaron.
That is Greeny. So Green FC on his return, looking very strong. Even with his penalties, Greeny is on for a decent 6. So yeah.
These Renaults have been at it forever. Oh, Cliffy's repassed Jay.
They have indeed. And Aaron.
Oh, there's too many battles.
Aaron's not even using his Ers. He's using one Ers, but perhaps he's doing that to save it for the next straight. Aaron round the outside. And Greeny just lets him go.
That's poor from Greeny.
Yeah, it is a little bit poor, but Greeny FC has got a lot of respect for Aaron F1. You know, good friends, and I think it makes sense. Oh, maybe not. Greeny goes for a bit of a lunge. I didn't expect that, not gonna lie. I definitely didn't expect these sorts of battles going on, but they're here to have fun, I guess. And Greeny retains the position, so I certainly didn't have that in the script.
Are we going to see the Aaron from Spain come back?
Perhaps we will. But Greeny's a man who likes to fight fire with fire. So, Greeny will give it back.
There's also 2 lap cars joining in on this battle.
Yeah, 2 experienced drivers, AMS and Musical Venom. And obviously AMS trying to prove a point with his shocking penalty system idea by finishing P16. That man thinks he deserves points for finishing P16. What a load of nonsense.
It's quite a shit title defence, if I may say so myself.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's only one of the worst ones I've witnessed.
Now, I wonder if Aaron will repay the favour and go for an unexpected lunge.
But he's using a lot of verse, so he might launch
Oh.
it. He's launched that.
He actually got it though.
Yeah, that's good, but Greeny it's personal. Greeny will run him out. No, gives him enough room. Greeny didn't leave anything there. Are you racing Aaron? Goal last, Greeny in the pie, but Aaron pulls away a little bit in the middle sector. Aaron's fast, Greeny's slow. As there's a lap car also closing in on Greeny AMS. As Lickles into a stranger of Abiadon, but...
Oh, Greeny with a lunge. And Aaron laying back through.
Yeah. And Aaron is a very smooth customer, but perhaps that could be his downfall for lack of paces if he got ahead of Jay Tex at some point. I'm not sure when. But Abingdon versus Lickle, the two title contenders.
Oh, hello. Didn't even see this.
Lickle blocks using his Abingdon surely will fight the position. No, he doesn't. But he's got no penalties. Yes, he does. These shitty camera angles, I couldn't see.
Bit of a track extend from Lickle, but oh well.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. As Abingdon loses it. But, what's his face? Lickle box needs to desync Abingdon out of the way, to be honest. For the title, Lickle, you got to do it. You got to desync for the title.
I'm on board with Greeny and Aaron, to be honest. I saw a little bit between Abby and Lickle, but I've switched over now.
Yeah. There's a battle for the lead.
Oh.
In the stadium section, as Lickle box gets through.
I think it's a bit too late though. He's not able to pull 6 seconds in 3 laps.
He's not, but perhaps he needs to desync him. So yeah, Abingdon, they're only using number 3 of the airs, the high airs, but it should be enough to attack this slow, dragging McLaren Renault.
Abby backs off.
I think he knows about. And he's got any sense he'll battle, so Cliff gets the position.
Yeah, Lickle and Abby are just kind of separated now. I think Abby's just going to let Lickle go and just cruise to take the win.
I'm just cruising as
Aaron
and Greeny with a dive bomb masterclass so far.
And we're going to see through this corner Greeny repay it, I think.
Definitely so. As I agree, Lewis, we should have been watching the battle for the lead, but Greeny's down the inside again. And Aaron leaves the the door open, a wide berth there. As Cliffy looks to win the timeout too.
Yeah. Oh, he's out of 5.
I'll check. Greeny and Aaron. I was watching it from AMS's view, a good view there. But I'm not sure what the yellow flags were for, to be honest. No.
Lickle starts a penultimate lap.
Yeah, I think these dry laps have flown by. The wet took a bit of time, but I think there's been a lot of juicy action. The midfield action, very juicy.
Indeed. I'm happy. Oh wait, actually, I'm going to go on board with Jake attacks. Says he's going to try it around the outside, maybe, Cliffy. No, what about the second DRS straight? Oh, Cliffy's made a big error, and Jay's through.
Yeah, but with Jay with all these penalties, Cliffy's on the podium, so it's not a big deal. But Aaron versus Greeny. Big lunges.
I guess now it's Aaron's turn.
It's like it's been scripted how good it is.
And it is.
Lovely stuff. Almost want to just turn in on the apex. What's he even doing? Honestly. Shit.
Oh.
Bit of oversteer there for Greeny. So yeah, Greeny pulls away again. So I think Aaron will be hunting him down the DRS straight once again on the final lap, which Lickle does indeed start.
Indeed. Oh my god, Aaron.
All sorts going on. All sorts. I'll tell you what also is going on. Cliffy and Jay Tex will be the Bane one. So I think Leon to get their orchestrated battle.
Cliffy with DRS, even though it doesn't really matter because Jay's got about 25 billion seconds of penalties. Cliffy around the outside, it should be fairly easy. Nope. Jay tries to keep it in there, but Cliffy is ahead. Will Jay go down the inside? No, he won't. And we're going to flick over to Aaron and Greeny for a quick second. Lickle's in the middle sector. So we can watch this one last dive bomb before we switch over to Lickle.
Yeah, it actually goes defensive, which is what you want to see. Greeny goes very late there.
But anyway, let's go on board with Lickle. This is coming through the stadium section. The fireworks are going to begin, or the little lights of the Mexican flag as Lickle rounds the final corner. Oh my god, where's he going? We'll cross the line in first. But Abiodun wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Cliffy is only P3, J P4. I wonder what's happening here between Greeny and Aaron. Final. Oh.
I mean, they would have got. I mean, if they didn't battle, I mean, everyone would have got fourth, but never mind.
Aaron P5, Greeny P6. Jamie will have P7, I think. Never mind, Prago will have P7, Jamie will have P8. Joel, disappointing P9, and Warren Egg will take the final point.
Yeah, and it's a big day for Abiodun, who moves 15 points clear. 15. Oh,
16,
no, it's not. It's 13 points clear, because Lickle got second in the end.
Oh.
13 points clear of Lickle Blocks in the title race, and can win the title at the Circuit of Americas in Texas. So yeah, I think there's only one man for my driver today, and that is Abiodun. Big pull up, and a very comfortable, controlled, dominant race in the slowest car.
I have to agree. Connor, since you've not done it in a few weeks, you can do the champagne section if you want.
Thank you very much. You know, it's been a very long race due to the wet conditions, but you know, it's time for the podium ceremony with Abiodun, Lickle, and Cliffy. So yeah, Abiodun, the race from the German, taking a crucial win, and it's time for the champagne! So Abiodun takes the win, Leon.
Yep, Lickle takes second. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he did. No, my brain's just gone stupid. Lickle did take second, and Cliffy in third. Cliffy's actually had a good string of performances since he's been in. Oh, it's not full, that's what we're on about. But anyway, yeah, Cliffy's had a good string of performances. And Connor, can you invite the top three whilst I go through the grid?
Yeah.
So, Abby is your winner, as we already know. He was one of the only people not to get a penalty. Himself and Dano were the only people not to have a pen. In second is Lickle. Third, Cliffy, and that is your podium. Fourth, Jay, he had too many penalties. Fifth, Aaron. Sixth, Greeny, them two had a really nice battle. Seventh, Praga. Eighth, Jamie. Ninth, Joel. And 10th, Fraggle, that is your points finishers. Warren Egg, Tom AJ, Dano, and Juho are your finishers. No, they're not. Ray Bay, oh Jesus, AMS and Venom were your finishers, and then non-finishers were JP and I can't remember the two.
Yeah, exciting stuff and a big day for Abiodun. So we've got Cliffy and Abby in the party. Do you know if Lickle's with me morning?
That's a good answer, that one, I think that.
Fair enough. Well, we might as well kick things off with the race winner, Abiodun. You know, Abby, it was a stunning pole position lap, a controlled race, the only man in the top 10 to get no time penalties. You're 13 points clear of Lickle in the championship now, with 2 races to go. You know, you must be delighted with your day's work.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that after I saw my wheel turn off mid-race, so I was happy to get a good result here and come back and finish it off.
And you know, obviously, you know, 13 points clear, you will have the winnings probably, but you know, to say you have been the best driver this season, and you know, how was the winning? So it is the slowest car, so we were quite surprised by your level of performance, especially as you've been struggling in F1. So you know, why have you been so good recently in FP?
In the wet, it surprisingly was quite good, as me and Cliffy showed. They had a lot of pace, but when we went trial, just, I don't know what happened. Lost all of the pace.
And Leon?
The one question I've got is, maybe a little bit stupid, but do you think you're going to win the championship? 13 or something points ahead from whatever Connor said, and you've got a pretty good chance of winning it next week. Do you think you've got what it takes?
I mean, I'm not gonna like jump to it too early, but I'll give it my best.
Okay.
Lovely stuff. And yeah, Liam, you can start the Cliffy.
Cliffy P3, just like last night. How does it feel to be once again on the podium?
I mean, it feels good because since I've become a full-time driver, I have scored a podium each race. So, I'm getting that consistency up, and I'm sort of using that as a little bit of momentum going into the next season. Because obviously this season, I'm not in contention for the title, so there's no point really, trying. But I turn up every week. If I can score a podium for the last couple of races, then I should have a fair chance next season at the title. But yeah, other than that, good race.
Okay, Connie, you got any questions for him?
Yeah, nothing, but Cliffy can just tell us something that we don't know about the race.
I mean, one thing was that my warnings weren't showing up on screen, so the corner I took where I got my first 3-second penalty, I was quite shocked because I definitely didn't cut the corner. So when I heard that you got 3-second time penalty, I was kind of shocked. But as I said, I'm not involved in any championships. There's no point sending it in asking it to get removed. It must be going to get removed, but just be wasting my time anyway. So yeah, I mean, also as well in the wet. Every time I'd catch up to Abby, get within 2 seconds, it would then be time to change tyres, and I'd have to go that extra lap because I didn't want to be undercut. I didn't want to get stacked with Abby and lose more time, so yeah, it was a bit of a bad situation, but other than that, I'm happy how the race went.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Cliffy, on the podium, and good luck for the remaining 2 rounds. And we've got, 2 of the stars of the race. It was like it was orchestrated and scripted, something you see on a soap opera. But yeah, Greenie, LFC, and Kieran have joined us for the podium, which was Greenie. It was an outstanding start for you. Up to P5, fighting, up to P4 past Jay. It was a great battle with Jay and Kieran at the end. So can you just sum up your race for us, please, and returning to FP after, some time out and some time in the wall?
Yeah, it was a brutal race, to be honest. It was a really tough, very tough race. The wets, felt horrible on them, but I did well on them. I only picked up, I think, a few warnings, and then the inters came and picked up a penalty or 2. But then the super softs came, and the corner cutting was ridiculous. I enjoyed the tussle with Jay, but in the super softs I nearly binned it twice on turn 3, which allowed me to have a big tussle there, and I've got a lot of respect for him, but it really didn't hold back. Launched it down the inside on quite a few occasions.
And yeah, thank you, Green and Aaron. How was that battle? Did they get the shooters flowing? A man of your age.
No, I don't know why the fuck he's. I don't know why. Sorry, I don't know why he's laughing because he absolutely he took nothing. He honestly took absolutely nothing. It was absolutely disrespectful at times. I've had so many battles, in my career that this way I never saw.
Alright, and Aaron, can you just say what happened with JP Greenwood? You got any words for JP?
I mean, he's apologised, but it is a profound lack of experience, lack of on-track awareness. Perhaps could have been a bit more sensible. Quite a hazard out there on the track. Probably should have waved the white flag because that car needs to come back in, given where it was positioned on the track. I feel it cost me a good qualifying position. I had to do quite a lot of overtaking, which wasn't, what I wanted to do in these wet conditions. I pulled off a few corker of moves, and especially on greening at the end. And I'm glad to have beaten into the line because he's one. I do respect him, but that is, something else. I've never seen it that way before. I can't add any more words to
That's
that.
fine.
It was disgusting.
Just before I
beat you.
Thank you, Aaron.
I won the battle and I won the war.
Yeah, and just quickly, Aaron, obviously Joel is now out of the title race, another failed title dream. 8 years in the making. 8 years of failure, some would say. What would you say about Joel's, the end of Joel's perhaps career in FP?
Well, regardless of where he finishes, I think he's done a really remarkable job this season. In fact, he's probably been putting cars that are too slow for his place bracket. He should be putting much quicker cars, and that's ultimately had a profound impact on his season as well as mine. I feel like, I'm in the Red Bull now and I'm getting, in that mid pack, but, I'm still finishing 30 seconds off the lead, so there's an issue that needs to be addressed. So, I'm hoping
I
to
think
get the
for a
Ferrari and
three-time
Mercedes
champion,
Well,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, well, it was embarrassing when we finished 18th in the FP standings last season. I finished 4th, almost had 6 times the amount of points, 2 times the amount of podiums, and I embarrassed you in F1 as well, my return. Not only one season, both seasons, so,
Alright.
you're not one to talk
I think
really.
people turn a blind eye to these 3 championships.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Can we just settle
really
down,
thank you.
please? Well,
No.
Leon, I think it's true. But at the end of the day, I've won 7 titles, so we'll end it.
Oh, well,
Leon,
we all
Leon,
know
Leon,
that.
Leon.
Well, anyway, so-
At least 6 or 7 of them, yeah.
So, Leon, if you just finish the stream. It was quite a great day for Abingdon. Stunning drive, ultimately.
Yeah, that was an eventful ending. That'll be it for FP. My voice has actually improved now after listening to that. But yeah, that's been it from me and Connor, and for FP, we'll see you next week.